Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Damage 365 Radio. This is episode number 56 and the second to last episode of 2014. Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome to the show. I am Coach Kev, and I am riding solo as your host today. Nick the Beard is on assignment at work, and because he works for the wonderful world of retail, you can imagine what the malls look like, and he's probably ripping out. Well, thank God he's got a big beard, because he's got a lot of hair to rip out. Jonathan JT is at work as well, so it's just me. Sorry, folks, for the disappointment. Just Coach Kev today. But we have a great show, as usual, for you. As, again, we wind out 2014. We'll have our birthday shout-outs. We'll talk a little TLC, some current events that are going on within the New York City area that's left a very bad taste in my mouth as a native New Yorker born and raised in Staten Island, New York. And it's really pissing me off what's going on. We'll go to a commercial, and then after our break, we'll come back with our interview with the former WWE WCW great, the former king of the WWE, and former tag team champion Haku. An interview that was pre-recorded from December 3rd at a Warriors of Wrestling show in Staten Island, New York. And then we'll wind down the show. We'll let you know where Damage 365 is going to be in January, as we have 4 shows in January that we'll be attending. And it just gets crazy. As we sent out the word to the indie world that we're going to be starting off the new year doing our interviews weekly as we were doing. We got away for it a little while because of all the things that were going on with JCW, and we got to celebrate our last 3 shows as 3 of the top 9 shows of 2014 in the last 3 weeks. So kudos to our guests calling in, and and kudos to our fans for listening, because they wanted to know what was going on. But we're booked all the way up to the second week of March of 2015 with guests all around the indie world. Whether it's indie wrestlers, former WWE, WCW, TNA, or ECW superstars, they will be joining us in 2015. So I'm psyched about it. I know JT and Nick the Beard are psyched as we move forward in 2015, season number 3. And we will be celebrating in about the 3rd week of January our 100th episode here at Damage 365 Radio. It's a great celebration. In the past 6 months, we added a brand new show, Real Sports Talk with Kenny Kluska, and we'll be adding another show strictly about music. We have another interested party that might be, I don't know, let's see what goes on as far as involving Damage 365 Radio and a wrestling magazine that circulates around the Philly area. And coming back in April will be the Clubhouse Report. So we have a lot of things going on here at Damage 365 Radio. And we'll kick off this show, episode 56, with our birthday shout-out segment. So sit back, ladies and gentlemen, relax, and give me about 40 more minutes of your time. Shout out time, ladies and gentlemen. We got some birthdays in the house we'd like to announce. Happy birthday goes out to newest Damage Athletics outfielder Nikki Castano. Happy birthday goes out to Damage alumni Mary Rose DeCoco. And a happy birthday goes out to one of our former guests, women's champion Paris Kelly. Happy birthday to everybody celebrating their birthday during this week, which happens to be the week of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah to everybody out there, and happy birthday.
Hello, ladies. The Big Valboski here, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and great birthdays out there, especially women's champion Paris Kelly. I mean, if a lot of you haven't seen Paris Kelly on the indie circuit, you might want to get out there. You're missing something for sure. Damage 365, I don't know, man. We might have the touch of gold. It's possible. We had about four of our guests that won gold shortly after our interview with them at Damage 365 Radio. Paris Kelly being one of them, Caitlin Diamond being another. Let's see, we had, of course, my computer is going to give me a hard time. Jordan Grace, another one, and I'm forgetting something. Oh, and Kayla. Can't forget Kayla, the one name wrestler. She'll be wrestling for WWE because she's got one name. They love those one names at WWE. But yes, Paris Kelly, Kayla, Brittany Diamond, and Jordan Grace, all champions of their respective companies not too long after going on the air here with Damage 365. So maybe we have the touch of gold. So if you want to win your company's respective title, give us a call. Maybe we're like Good Luck Chuck, but in the wrestling world. Who knows? But let's get into a little talk about WWE's pay-per-view tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs, aka steps. I don't know. The pay-per-view, from a 1 to 10, I give it about a 6.5. Was not impressed with it. The best match of the night, I'm gonna say, was the pre-show match. Was the very, very beginning. I'm sorry, not even a pre-show, just the very beginning of the show, the first match. Dolph Ziggler versus Luke Harper for the Intercontinental Championship, which saw Dolph Ziggler win back the championship, and a very, very good match. I mean, it was hard fought, very technical, very physical. Both guys beat the hell out of each other, which you saw on Monday Night Raw. The two of them had multiple things taped, but the match was great. I mean, it would be really hard to follow it up, but they tried to when they sent out Eric Rowan, which I don't know. It was Eric Rowan versus The Big Show in a stairs match, and I didn't get the whole. I don't think anybody really got the whole stairs theme, but Big Show picked up the victory. A huge welt on the side of Eric Rowan's head during this match. It was actually kind of weird to see it. When your guys are bald and you and you get a shot to the head, any part of the exposed head, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So it was pretty funny, but in a way it was a push for Eric Rowan. It was really good to see Eric Rowan, kind of stick out past the whole Wyatt family theme. Luke Harper, the Intercontinental Champion, entering this pay-per-view despite losing, had an awesome match. Eric Rowan getting some good exposure at Survivor Series, and he was that one guy that nobody expected to be part a part of Team Cena. So he's getting a little exposure himself. I don't know if I like the whole silent but deadly kind of persona they're giving him. How he's like a genius, but he's a little scary, quiet, and he's still wearing the sheep mask. And I don't know how if anybody's really gonna buy the gimmick too much longer. I think they need to give him a title push, maybe against Rusev or something like that. Something that's going to give him a little more credibility, because I don't think his gimmick alone is going to give him the credibility. But we did have a Brock Lesnar sighting. Go figure. Couple other things during this match. It was during this pay-per-view. Saw Russia versus USA Part 3000, and many WWE fans will know exactly what that means. The streak of Rusev did not come to a close. It looked like Jack Swagger was going to pick up a victory maybe once or twice during the match, and once that went a wayside, it was all Rusev, and Rusev making him again tap out to the wannabe camel clutch. Rusev, once again, still undefeated, has not submitted, has not been pinned, and Jack Swagger lost to him for about the 6th time. So I don't know if it's I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's just because they're trying to give Swagger a continued push and they just don't have anywhere else to push him towards. That they're continuously pushing him against Rusev. But the bottom line is, it's just not doing it anymore. Nobody's really buying it. Every time he goes into the ring, they know he's going to lose. I don't understand. But once again, it was Rusev victorious over Swagger. I just don't get it. I honestly don't get it. The third member of the Wyatt family who was part of this paper. How do you go from one pay-per-view and not a single Wyatt member was part of it, and then now all 3 of them are in it? But whatever. Bray Wyatt took on Dean Ambrose, the Lunatic Fringe, which another stupid gimmick name to give a wrestler. Look at a lot of things that Dean Ambrose does. Just the way he composes himself behind the microphone, the way he twitches and he paces, and the Macho Man Randy Savage did it for 2 decades. He was the original Lunatic Fringe. I mean, come on. I mean, you just let the guy do what he does. He knows how to wrestle. You're really putting him in jeans and sneakers and a tank top, and you call him a Lunatic Fringe. And then you had him fight Bray Wyatt to see, who's crazier than the other, and it's just like one. I don't know. And then the way the match ended, really, the monitor blows up in his hands, and sparks. He can't see. He's blinded, and of course he walks right into his sister Abigail, and the match is over. So 10 minutes of them beating the hell out of each other. I mean, absolutely beating the crap out of each other. Jumping off ladders, through tables, through announcement tables. Being slammed on God knows what. A spark of a television that temporarily blinds him is what winds up defeating him in this match. Another lame ending to a WWE match. Another lame ending to a match that should have been epic. But again, WWE just does not know how to go from A and B finish. They go A, they get lost somewhere before B, and they just never get to B. It's just terrible, and moving on, I just can't even deal with it. It's just ridiculous. But of course, then you had John Cena versus Dean Ambrose. Now we're talking about the Brock Lesnar sighting, and it looked like Cena was going to win, and it looked like I'm sorry, did I say Dean Ambrose? Seth Rollins. It looked like Seth Rollins was going to win. It just went back and forth. A good match. I mean, you're going to get what you get.